I'm Zeke Matavosian in Los Angeles. It's July 5th, 2022, 4:38 a.m. Pacific time. Excuse my disheveled appearance. I haven't taken a shower yet. Started my morning. There's the camera. So I love sharing publicly. There's something about it. I feel that's what I'm meant to do for a purpose. What's going on here? I do really feel this is meant to go public, this whole story. Not just the story of the scammer in my house for a year and a half. My whole life story needs to go public. I feel the need for it to go public. I feel it's something the whole world needs to know. I feel I've lived my whole life to experience it and to make these videos about what's going on and to have the story be made public so everybody knows about it. A little distraction over here. There's a rat in the kitchen that's rattling around. I feel that's what it is. We've had rat issue here for a while. Had the scammer. Thank God we don't have that issue anymore. Yet we're having like residual. My wallet is gone with my bunch of credit cards being used, and then there was the one card that was, I think was the Home Depot card. It was used, so they I asked them to investigate it. So then they issued another one. They sent another one. The one they sent to replace it was used again. I'm doing live stream here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And the one they issued was used. The thing is, I never got it, and I checked. It was sent to my mailbox, so somebody must have got to it. And my mailbox has a key on it. So, and then so I feel I need to. There's other stuff going on that maybe I shouldn't say for my own protection, but it feels there's I do an identity theft on me intentionally, and they have my so. I've been asking for my mom to sell this house and then help me. Like I want to disappear from here, go an address that no one would know about, and maybe if I could make somehow as best as I can hide my location, like kind of like a witness relocation program. Go some unknown place and keep on broadcasting from there. And I wanted to go to a place where it's nature. It's not an urban place, but when I come out, I don't want to see streets or concrete or asphalt, cars, people. I want to come out and see nature, a field, maybe a beach, mountains, trees, grass, stream, waterfall, maybe deer, right? I feel that's part of it. So this thing that I need to share, this is like I was feeling bad about something that's going on, and I need to share about it. And it's okay. So this is how I want to say it. There's different ways of perceiving and expressing something. There's just a lot of things going on over there, and it's scary to go there but jump that up. We've had this issue, and then it's hard to deal with when you have dogs. And if you don't have dogs, you can poison and do somehow get rid of them. And there's so much that I need to do. Like the went to report the wallet stolen, and the police, the whole bunch of information. They just don't want to help with anything. They really don't. They help with nothing, unless if they say if it's a crime, only can help if there's a crime. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on. You show them, they just don't want to help. They big grimace, they look away. They're not interested in helping the pencil pushers. And in that video, that lady cop who was threatening me with this about this, she tells the other person that I have something in my hand, the other cop, and that's reason to shoot me. That's what it is. Why would she be trying so hard to conceal it? And then everybody tells me, don't go against the cops. Don't go against the cops. That people who've investigated the cops have ended up dead. But I don't want this to be me whining, okay? It's not about whining, accusing, complaining, none of those things. I want to understand the reason this is so I feel the whole criminal justice system is wrong, because that's how it deals with stuff, is by punishing it. If there's a crime, they punish it, and then punishing is what creates more trauma, more problems. You can't change behavior by punishing. Use it as a deterrent to make people stop doing something. Scolding. I've had healer and therapists, a whole bunch of people scolding me. I watched my mom scold my dad constantly about his drinking that he needed to do to deal with constant verbal abuse. And then that's maybe getting closer to the heart of the issue. I've had many like healing sessions, therapy sessions about that, and then I've been told like the reason it's still ongoing because she's still re-inflicting the same wound. Not only her, but I feel like this is the same kind of thing. The scammer torturing me and my girlfriend for a year and a half, but doing it in a way with messing with her head, but doing insane, making sounds, really making like obnoxious sounds, a voice, and to intentionally hurt us in a way that the police say, well, that's not a crime. She's not pointing a knife to your neck. And then them supporting her no matter what, repeatedly denying the validity of the restraining order. Because it has all these little things about it. It has to have a stamp here, it has to be... We've done, I've repeatedly filed it with the police department. I said, can you give me proof that it's been filed? Give me a little, one of the business cards where it says it's been filed. But they come again, like they should, there's something about it, they want to, and then the supervisor that I have on video says, you don't have restraining order. And then just without even thinking about it, and they call and they say, and I've gone there and I've confirmed I have it. Can you write on the Zeke as restraining order? They have all these mechanisms in place to deny it, and they just lie with impunity. All this stuff they do without impunity, and that no matter who I report to, there's people that say I want to have nothing to do with it because it involves crime with a gang. the previous targets say they don't want to talk because they're scared to, and then it feels like this unspoken law that the police help a scammer who pulls his tenant scam. And but there's all these scams going on. They know about it. They don't want to do anything about it. Frivolous lawsuits. Everybody knows there's so much damage being done with frivolous lawsuits, but people may complain about it. Nobody does anything about it because it's easy money, right? Cops encourage it. Cops are part of this thing that so they, and maybe they think they keep it to a certain level. Nobody will notice it. Nobody will be, and people are scared to do anything about it because you don't go against the cops because they'll come and kill you. Everybody tells me. So they just let it go on. It's like if it happens to not enough people, few enough people, then people don't want to do anything about it, unless it happens to you, which it happened to me a year and a half. That Dustin Hoffman movie, Marathon Man, I think it's called. I noticed behavior in me with my desperation, the things about how I behave. Like I related to how he behaves in there. And I've seen others who've been gaslighted. They're teaching about gaslighting, have these traits about them. This kind of shakiness, nervousness about them, and then the thing is, Dustin Hoffman in that movie, the character, the Marathon Man, he wasn't gaslighted. He was tortured physically. The guy, the Nazi, survived Nazi. He was a Nazi in the Holocaust, inflicting the perpetrator, and he was still alive in modern times. He was like elderly, and then so he was torturing with dental torture, going in his tooth and torturing him like that. And so he was physically tortured, and to make you think that it's torture, okay? Gaslighting is torture. It's real torture. I've been going through a year and a half, and police didn't want, nobody would want to help about it. Nobody. I've been just constantly, I'm saying it here, posting it here, telling it everybody I know. If anything, people want to join her with a scam. They take information to call, So I notice it's going towards whining and complaining, but I want to find out why. And then so the healing sessions that I did focus on my mom, because my mom was always torturing my dad verbally, this gaslighting and all that stuff. So then in healing circles, the common knowledge is that it's a pattern, and then so it gets repeated. You see it everywhere, and it is all over almost every relationship I've had. When I was a kid, I was bullied too much. Every school I went, and this feels like a continuation of the same thing. It feels like the cop, the detective over there said to me, if everyone's treating you bad, then it's not them, it's you. And then you look at that not in a way that, okay, so she's schooling with me or something. If you can look at this life, if I look at my whole life, it's not like this separate individuals in my life. If I look at it in a way that it's all one dream, or it's all like one movie. I always use the dream analogy and the movie analogy. So if I'm in a movie, it's all being what's written in a script, I see. by a director, script writer, and I've used this analogy before, that it's coming all from one source. It's all emanating from one source, And then another analogy is the projector in the back of the movie theater projecting the movie that you're watching. Or you're on the set, a movie being shot. And that it has a purpose. It has a purpose. It's conveying something. I made a live stream the other day about something must have happened, and this is happening to me. Something before I was born happened, and then that's why this is going on. I'm on live stream, so if you don't want to appear on camera, don't go behind me. Yeah.
I just want to check. She's looking at the house next door.
So there must be something going on there, huh?
Yeah.
The dog in the front yard is barking. Dogs can sense something going on
Looking at next door. Yeah.
more than we know, so we don't see anything, but the dog indicates something going on next door on this on this side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll do this so you don't want to appear on camera. So live something going on. The dog is sensing something going on next door, and then something going on. I want to stop here and then continue a little later. Okay.